Good afternoon, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. It's Wednesday lunchtime run time. Good afternoon, Rob.
Afternoon, all right.
How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Rob is now 2.5 weeks out from Ironman Italy, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 weeks out, I'll be there, which is quite terrifying.
Well, hopefully you'll be there.
Yeah,
terrifying.
Yeah.
Look at all the flights
Probably
being cancelled.
Bike or something.
Yeah, exactly. So Rob's really getting into the big bits of his training now. This weekend's probably his last big weekend.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah. And he's off for the last couple of weeks.
Jolly good. So whereas I'm sort of like lifting my foot off the gas, Rob's like pinning it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's to the floor.
Yeah, so hopefully he's nice and tired today. So today's session is a 10-15 minute steady run, 10 minutes tempo, between 7.5 and 8 minute mile. It's not that hard, and then 10-15 minutes warm down. I'm trying to really focus on keeping this bit easy, whereas in normal sessions I might just let it creep up because I run with people who are better than me, like Rob and Mark and so on. I'm really trying to focus on just keeping that bit more restrained. And that sounds like I'm quite out of breath, but my heart rate is only 130, I promise. Anyway, thought I'd also talk about something that I can't do. I tried to go to the pool this morning, Rob, and it just didn't happen. Oh, no. That alarm just pressed snoozed. Yeah. And I just can't do it. I was even in bed a lot earlier last night, I had a good night's sleep, still can't do it. It's the wrong way for my commute, it makes my commute a bit longer. I just can't get out of bed and do it. But anyway, we'll get back in the pool tomorrow night. Let's get this run done. You like running in the morning, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Weirdo. Okay, run done and dusted. I felt really good, to be honest. I think as I'm easing off the training volume slightly, it's getting a bit easier. Sessions are coming out a little bit better. So if you're struggling at the minute, hang on in there, it does get better. Good evening, Elizabeth. Red hot in this kitchen.
Yeah, I've set the oven on.
You okay?
Yes, thank you. Are you?
You're right. What's for tea?
Quiche potato salad.
Cool. I'll tell Mum when I get back from this bike ride.
Yeah.
Just going to put my dorky glasses on. There we go. All these are stained. I might have to get them white before I get out. Right, club ride time. Let's get out there. I couldn't remember why I wanted to get Liz on that clip then. There was something I wanted to ask her, but I can't remember what it was. Anyway, out on the club ride. On the climbing bike. Now, you guys know that I've got a love-hate relationship with this bike at the minute. I absolutely love it, but it creaks. Now, actually, this evening, stripped down the bottom bracket and the rear skewer, cleaned and greased everything, it's still creaking. And when I put my head down, it's actually coming from the front end. So it's either the skewer, the headset, or the front wheel bearings. Fortunately, there's not too much going off the front end of a bike, so it should be pretty easy to narrow it down between those things. But I think later on tonight or this weekend, I'll strip down the headset, re-grease that, grease the skewer, and then see how it is. If it's not those things, obviously it's the wheel bearings, but it's only when I'm at the saddle, so that makes sense that it's the front end, because it's when you're sort of swinging off the front end. But it's really loud, it's really awkward on your club ride, and everybody's like looks at you, where's that noise coming from? But there you go. Anyway, I don't really know how I'm going to ride tonight. Depends who's out. The route isn't that hilly, so I should be okay in a faster group, but I'm going to see how I get on. This might be like my last real intensity, so it might be a good chance to push the boat out a little bit. I'm also just going to listen to my body a little bit, so let's see who turns up and get cracking. Oh, so we are only about 12 miles in, the route's about 30 miles. We've been pushing fairly hard, or I've been pushing fairly hard. I'm sort of in the middle of the groups on the road, so I think we're going to regroup at the next opportune moment. I'm feeling alright. I feel like this could be worthwhile pushing on tonight, getting some morale, but not going too deep that I'm going to cause myself major fatigue. It feels good, you know, when it's going well, you're motivated to keep pushing, aren't you? So if I can just get this in the bank tonight and then carry that morale forward, oh, we're dead happy. My helmet's not straight, is it? What? It's left ear. It's left ear. Ah. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? Ride done and dusted. It was actually a lovely ride. The first half was pretty hard, and then it settled down quite a lot, and the second half was really pleasant. 2 hours, 33 miles, normalised 269 watts, average heart rate 126. There were some good peaks in there. 2 minutes at 432 watts, 5 minutes at 360, and 10 minutes at about 343, and 12 minutes at 334. There was a real long undulating climb that I really pressed on up. I felt like I had plenty left in the tank, but it was a hard effort, so I was really happy with that. Good bit of form coming through. I'm just going to play now a little teaser for the Triple Brutal James Decker documentary video. Check this out.
The cognitive load was getting too big for my brain to deal with.
We had a bit of a problem last night. We were a team of 3 up until last night.
Not just sick in my mouth, I was actually had to stop swimming and was really sick. The frustrations with the support crew started to begin inside me. I wanted the person that was in the overall lead to see me on the road. This meant my intensity was higher, which meant I was more stressed, which meant that I took it out on the crew more. I wanted to get out of Lake first, get out on the bike and get out of sight. You would think that the last day came with a feeling of relief, but it didn't.
Are you coming to Ironman Wales? What on earth is next?
Okay, yeah, so
through the excitement building. Now I'm hoping that this video will go live a late weekend, early next week. It's going to go live to patrons at the end of this week, I believe. A link to my Patreon is down below. I haven't really talked about this on the video before. I keep meaning to, but have never got around to it. I'll cover it in more detail in another video, but people on there will get access to it for a few days before it goes live on the channel. I need to finish it first though, so that's this sort of like Friday night, Saturday daytime's job when it's forecast really bad weather. But I'm really happy with today's training. That was one of my last like decent double day training. I think that from now here on in it's gonna back off a little bit, so looking forward to that. Got plenty to do in life, so I need to catch up on that. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button down below, and I will see you tomorrow for Back in the Pool tomorrow. Back in the Pool.